Hello, hello, everybody. We're back with the Switch Sports Golf Pro League, the weekend league that we play every single weekend for the most part. We're on week 3 of season 5, so this is the second to last week of this season to try to put up some good scores. The format here is that we play 2 18-hole rounds, and these are set start times, so I'm playing in flight number 8. We have different flights for different time zones and, availability and such throughout the weekend. This is flight number 8, the final flight of the week. And I'll actually show you how our team is doing. So we finished last week at number 3. So these are the total team results. So we are the Breakers. I am on CBTV's team, the Breakers. Let me actually make sure I'm not missing. Okay, cool. We're still in the loading screen. And we're in 3rd place, or at least that's where we were at the end of last week. We've put together a couple extra good matches, though. So I'm playing in the last flight. Our team has put up an additional 8 points. So CB has broken 70, Emmanuel has improved, and Boogeyman has improved as well. So we can jump right into our thing here. I'm going to try to improve on my scores. And we'll start on this hole 1. We'll have 4 mile-an-hour winds and that middle left pin. Okay. Let's hit some good shots here today. See if we can break past that minus 22 that I have as my 2nd and 3rd best scores. I've got that twice on the leaderboard because I've scored that twice. So we're trying to beat minus 22, obviously trying to go as low as possible. We take our best 3 scores out of the entire season here. We got some of my teammates here. Emmanuel's in. I saw that CB hopped in the actual chat briefly. Let's do this thing. Okay. This is going to kick a bit to the left. I think we can actually just aim it to like there. We'll club back down to the 9. I'll hit it with like, it's a downhill shot, so it's kind of tough to tell, but I think we'll have to hit it with like that much power or so. Let's try that. I mean, if we miss it, we'll still end up safely on the green. But maybe that'll be good. Oh, that looks real good. Oh, and I'll sink it for an eagle. It falls for me. I was not really expecting that with that wind and that bounce, but it takes a nice kick off that front fairway, and we'll take a nice eagle on the first hole. That one's pretty huge. Good first hole, good first shot of the day. Let's see if we can keep this rolling. CB says that as of now, we are provisionally 6th place, which I believe is true. We do have the live rankings in a Google Sheets that is live updated, so I think we are indeed 5th, or 6th, I should say, overall. I'll see if I can help that out, though. If I can put up a good score, get us a couple more strokes on that leaderboard, push us towards the top. Immediately, my cat hears me talking and is wanting attention. We've got the Lizzie cam right away. Here's Lizzie. She's running back and forth across my feet, trying to get me to look at her. Here she is. She doesn't necessarily like being picked up, but she's behaving. We'll see if she can behave for this match. She's often not on good behavior for these streams. She's often off doing stuff in a distracting way towards the side, but that's what cats do. I deal with it all the time. What's up, everybody joining here? This is live. I'm live streaming this, as I do pretty much every week here. We got Adam. Welcome in, Adam. Nice to be streaming on a weekend, not distracting people from work necessarily. Ooh, okay, we've got 4 mile-an-hour winds here. Actually, let's just club right up to the spoon. That's what we have to do. And with this wind direction, I think we can actually just go like 2 squares left. Yeah, right about there, I think. Okay. I think that's pretty good. We'll give this the typical power, or not, sorry, that's way too much. We need to be at 2 dots, not 3. 3 would be pretty disastrous. 2 dots, right at the bottom. See if we can bounce this up there. I mean, this is a more makeable ace as far as hole 2 goes. Let's see if we can pull it off. Okay, that's a decent looking shot. I think that's on a really good line. Hang on. Oh, that looks real good. And I'll make it. All right. 2 hole outs to start this game. Hole 1 and hole 2 are both hole outs. An ace on the second feels real good. All right. That looked like it may have been moving a little too fast and moving a little too far right, but it's just inside the cup. And I'll get it to sink. Will we see some other aces? There's a nice one from DeChambeau. Dadzilla. Or no, that's Nicky Bobby, actually. Nicky Bobby ends up just a touch short. Not the easiest one here. The cat is on misbehavior mode. You know, both of the cats have made it to the naughty list. We have a running naughty list. Or a running nice and naughty list in the household. And both cats, Anakin and Lizzie, are currently on the naughty list. We'll see if they can work their way back from that. That'll be a little side thing to keep track of in addition to the golf that we're playing here. I don't think Lizzie's necessarily, you know, hurting her case for the nice list. She's definitely wanting attention. She's purring like crazy. She usually doesn't like when I hold her. Now she's squirming to get down. We'll put her up on her favorite resting spot and see if she relaxes. Oh, she sat down. Okay. Alright, so we'll take -4 through 2. Good start there. We'll move on to hole 3, and we're going to have some light wind and that, kind of back pin, back right pin. This is actually one where I'm going to adjust it just like a touch to the right on the drive, but not really touch it other than that. So we're going to not really push that close to the tree, and the reason for that is to try to set up the angle for the third shot by being able to hit the second shot more to the right. So a little bit to think about here. And let's just make sure that we can put this through that gap in the trees nicely. I think right about there is good. We got some very light wind in the face.
Nice shot.
I don't think it should make much of a difference on this third shot, though, especially because we'll be pretty much southwest of the hole, and that's the direction the wind is going. Okay. What do we need to do here? This is not a ranked day. This is actually the Pro League. This is a more official league I'm on a team for. So this is a stream that I do typically have every weekend. It's not the ranked league. This is not like a ranked game, but this is a separate thing that we do. And it's quite fun. Got a chance here to maybe make a third in a row. Let's see if that bounces up nicely. Oh, it will. All right, that's 3 in a row to start this game. Eagle on 1, hole in 1 on 2, eagle on 3. It's been a nice seed so far. We'll see if we can keep up this play, but you know, we're on a good pace. In this ranked league, or in this not ranked league, now I'm thinking about the ranked league. In this Pro League, the Shotgun Weekend League, we've had a lot of really difficult seeds and a lot of, you know, higher scores in terms of, you know, relationship to par. So oftentimes in this league, we'll see a couple players push towards like -30 on some of these matches. Until this week, the leading score of anybody was -24. So there's been a lot of difficulty in this league so far, but it looks like it's lightening up this week. We saw some good scores from the other teams. They weren't on my graphic because they were from, you know, that is as of last week's finals. But there were some good scores this week that we're going to have to try to match. I'm going to try to get a PB. My PB in competitive mode is -25, so we've gotten a good start for that. Obviously, anything can happen on the tougher part of this 18, so we're approaching the more difficult section of the back 9, or the front 9. We'll have the back 9 to worry about as well, so still very early, but we'll see if we can keep this rolling. I bet my eagle quota for the day. I hope not. I hope there's more. I'm going to try to get as many as possible. -39 incoming. I don't know about that. That'd be something. Alright, so -6 through 3 is where we'll be here. Do they have tournaments on this game? All the time. This is all run through the Switch Sports Golf community Discord. And there's an ongoing, all the time ranked league. You can play that whenever. This is the Pro League that happens every weekend at set times. But there are also tournaments and everything like that as well. So it's a lot of fun to play in this server. Let's see what we have to do here. This is it's an opportunity, but it's not an easy one. I think we'll have to hit it with like that much. Nah, that's too much. That much power. Okay, that's a good looking shot. Let's see if it takes the nice bounce. Oh, it'll just clip the fringe. That was an inch too far from zipping back nicely and maybe being a make. It was on a great line. Okay. Oh, is there a bit less of a delay on the purple app? Cool. I never really know how the latency of all this works, but... let's see. Let's tap that up and in. All right. Are we going to see any aces? This is a tougher pin to ace. Ooh, there's a couple real close calls. Let's see if we can see some birdies from the group. Ooh. This is a tougher pin. I mean, there's that little hill to deal with, but there's not a lot of green behind it, and it's a trickier part of the green. You can get some double breaker putts around here and stuff like that. Three seemed to be the maximum earlier today for my other friend. Hopefully it isn't the same for you. Oh, in terms of eagles, I hope that we make some more in this. It would be real disappointing if we didn't make any more on this 18. It was off to a good start. That was, I mean, the result wasn't a near miss, but if that just doesn't clip the fringe like it did, like that was just like a couple inches too far, that zips back a little nicer. Please win, I have $500 riding on this game. Oh man, no pressure, right? How are the games going? We're off to a good start. We're at -7 through 4. Just had a birdie there, but the rest have been eagles and holeouts, so... If we can get a nice seed, like get some nice wind on 5 maybe. I mean, it really depends what the rest of the seed looks like. We see some crosswind and some moderate looking crosswind, so... It's not always necessarily going to be easy. Yeah, we have 11 miles an hour. That's not too bad, though. Let's just hit this one safely out there. That should be well left of the tree. It's not going to be the most efficient shot, but it'll definitely avoid trouble. And that's what we need here on hole 5. It doesn't make a huge difference if you're like, you know, 50 versus 55 yards out, but if you're behind a tree versus not behind a tree, that's where the difference comes in. This is perhaps a more doable pin. We'll have to think about how we want to treat this, though. I feel like the roll-up has worked a bit better recently. I don't know if we'll get the zip back on the 9-iron that we need, because I think this will be a 2 dot, yeah, not even a 2 dot 9-iron. So we'll actually use this and roll it up there. Just because the spin isn't really going to bite. If we go with the wedge, it's too aggressive and we can roll it all the way back down the hill with the spin. So we're going to use the roll-up with the 9-iron, make sure we get it up there. We'll hit it with like that much power, like about pin high. And I think the aim to here should be pretty decent. It may kick to the right at the bounce. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of a, you know, a circle slope, so it's a little weird. Not the easiest of hole 5, but Dadzilla has made it. Wow. Great shot to Dadzilla. This is not an easy eagle at all. We'll send ours... Oh, that's going to miss left, yeah. So it does kick to the left instead of the right like I thought it might. Ooh, and that really launches kind of a long way by. So we have 20 feet to go. And it's a tricky little double breaker. Let's take a look at this. It's going to move to the left at the start and then kind of just straighten out at the end. So we'll aim this to about there, and I think that should be okay. We'll hit it with enough power. Oh, there's a couple real close calls. Wow. We'll hit our putt with enough power to just power it through the brakes. And that'll be a fine birdie. Not the easiest hole 5. And it looks like we make... Oh, I feel like I keep jinxing it. I keep saying it looks like we'll see birdies from the group right as a putt lips out. What's up, Tony? Welcome in. We are off to a good start here. Hole 5 oftentimes is an opportunity. Today it wasn't so much, but... Or on this round, because we do have 2 rounds to play today. This is our first 18 of 2. Oh, I forgot. Braden's comment. Is par a bad score for me? Most of the time, but it really depends on the hole and the situation. As this game always is. Like, there are certain ones that are easier, certain ones that are harder. Alright, so we'll be at -8 through 5. We are now approaching the oftentimes trickier back section of the front nine. This has been a very exciting season, as Tony says in the chat. It's been very competitive. We already see some good scores. You know, it hasn't been the easiest in terms of scoring so far, but for the most part, it's been pretty darn close, and it's fun when it's like that. Let's try to play this one slightly more aggressively with this wind. We can put this down. Hopefully that makes it just into that little notch of the fairway, and it looks like that's exactly where it'll end up. Okay, that's perfect. And now we can hit a pretty aggressive shot with some spin at this more accessible pin, oftentimes more accessible pin. So we'll aim it to, let's see. Got the 7-iron in hand. 9-mile-an-hour winds pushing northeast, or northwest, I should say. There, and then maybe like there. Should be okay. That looks like it's just cutting it a little too close to the tree, though, so maybe we'll cut it down a little bit. We'll call it like there. Even if it misses, you know, it's kind of fine. I just definitely don't want to put this in the tree. I mean, I think it's safe if I hit it with, like, that much power. You know what, let's try that out. I think this is safe. If we go to, like, maybe there. I keep saying just there. That's the word of the day. We'll call that good. I just don't know. It's tricky. I'm looking right at like where I'm aiming over the top of the tree, and it's just like too high up. Let's go for this. That should be a safe shot. If it ends up taking a big bounce... Oh, it glides. Oh, man. That needed to catch just like a foot further. And that's a nice shot. Now we have a 31-foot side hill putt because the spin doesn't bite when you hit that front slope. It just glides to the back of the green. Okay. This ended up being a pretty tricky one, despite me saying initially that it was pretty straightforward. It kind of wasn't. Let's try our best to make this one. Oh, that's going to be short. No! Oh, this round, man. This Pro League has just had some tough situations. We have yet to see a nice-looking hole 6. I'm going to end up making a par here, along with, it looks like, maybe everybody else. Just a tricky one. I mean, I hit nearly a perfect shot. It just was a little close to the tree for comfort to aim it out and like try to land it shorter. It just... Oh, Nicky Bobby with a nice birdie. Never mind. Not birdies all around. It just clips that front slope and ends up not rolling back. So that was... a tough situation. Okay, we'll move past that one. See if we can keep this decent looking round going. You know, we bought ourselves a good start. Not that I want to give it back. Oh, it's a tough-looking hole 7. 29-mile-an-hour crosswind. Like I said, the game can give and the game can take, and now the game is taking. Ugh. What's up, Obi-Wannabe Kenobi? Welcome back here. How long would you say it took to go from beginner in Switch Golf to top competitor? Maybe like a year or so, I think, in total.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's right enough. It looks like it is. Okay, that looks like it's a pretty good shot. We're going to have to aim this way out around that tree anyway, so that's totally fine. This has gone from a very, very nice first part of the seed to a pretty mean end of this front 9. We'll have to hit probably nearly a full 3-iron here. I think that aim's pretty decent, though.
Nice shot.
That should be a pretty good-looking shot. It's going to miss left, but that's okay. It'll take a big bounce and zip back. And that's going to be about as good as I could do. I mean, it's never easy to putt to this pin. But that's probably about the best we could do with that wind condition. We'll aim it to like there. Give it a little tap. And we'll sink the birdie. Okay.
Nice birdie.
How do you swing? It's a motion control game, so I swing across my body with my right arm. We'll see if we can put that hole 6 behind us. You know, it's one stroke. It's nice to have one stroke back, but we're not going to get it. We'll see if we can just do the best we can for the rest of this round. And, you know, if it ends up being a good rest of this round, we'll just be one shot back of maybe where we could have been. Is this on the Wii? This is on the Switch. But it is like the next iteration of like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. My best score in this game for 18 holes in competitive mode, which is a bit different than the one-player mode. It's minus 25. In one-player mode, it's minus 27. Do I golf in real life? I do. Actually, may need to... The light is changing quite a bit outside. I may need to turn on some inside lights. It's going from sunny to cloudy real quick, and I see my camera changing on me. That should help it, hopefully, once it readjusts. My handicap in real life golf is like a 8 point something, officially. I used to be like a 6 years ago, kind of stopped playing. Now I play a couple times a year, and I don't do that well. And it slowly goes down, or slowly goes up, I should say. Okay, so minus 9 through 7 is where we'll be. That's still a good pace for the front. We got cat shenanigans going on in the back, but I think she'll settle down. We got hole 8 here, oftentimes a trickier one. Oh, and it's a tough little pin. Not my favorite. What do we have to do about this? I think we can actually, hang on, aim it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so. Right around there. And I'll club down to the 7 and just roll it up there. I think this should be pretty safe and okay.
Nice shot.
I don't think it'll make it up to the pin, but that should... Oh, you're kidding. That doesn't make it? Well, there goes this round. Oh, man. I thought that was pretty I mean, I don't know. I don't do that super often, but I thought that was pretty guaranteed. Oh, you're kidding. And now we're going to be struggling here. Let's try our best. Is that going to be a make? No way.
Chip in.
Oh, we'll save the par. Okay. That's how you do it on that pin. That's the way you want to do it, right? If we could have done that the first shot, that would have been nice. Alright, Kat is really trying to make her way onto the naughty list. She's really trying to get my attention by running around and messing with things. Okay, this pin, you know, it was a great start to this round. We now have 2 pars, one of them much better than the other. But, you know, that's how this game goes. You're never guaranteed just because you see a nice, you know, run in the early... There's no real such thing as pace. It's really hole by hole, shot by shot. Could I have played that in a bit safer way and made, you know, perhaps a birdie? It still might have been a par. This pin, you know, you can miss it by a little bit, miss the putt real easily. So I'll just mentally put that as a par. You know, oftentimes the spin bites too hard or doesn't bite at all and you end up really far away from the pin. It becomes a par anyway. We'll now be at 9 under through 8. I mean, we had a fantastic start. We gave it back a little bit, but the round is still on. I thought we might have sold it there, but we didn't drop 2 shots, just dropped 1. And that's okay. I'm glad that happened. It's so disappointing to be on stream and just, like, pretty much be wasting time. Because we'd have to play the rest of this back 9. Like, if I were to make, like, a double bogey on that or something. You know, put myself in trouble on the 3rd shot. You easily, like, it's really tough to judge the distance from a weird spot when you go in the water hazard, but we get real lucky there. We save the round. And that's an okay pin. I mean, we're just not getting good conditions on the back part of this front nine, as has been the case in the other weeks as well. It just hasn't been real nice in this shotgun mode. I mean, you know, I made the first couple shots, but then hole 6 was mean. Hole 8, like, I thought that strategy would work. I think it works with, like, 9 miles an hour, and we must have just clipped... We definitely just clipped the rock, clearly, because I was in the water, but... Ugh. Could have been better. Could have been played better, but that's okay. Let's aim this one to... there, maybe? We'll call it there, and we'll bounce it up. Let's see. Right about there looks decent. I think that's a pretty good looking shot. That should kick left. It will, and it will just miss. Okay. We'll have a 2-foot putt, but this pin, you're never guaranteed to make it. We have to be real careful. So we'll tap it up there. Tap it up there. And, okay. We get away with it. I don't understand how people swing the club without swinging the club properly. Oh, like a real golf club? I don't know. I feel like I've just been playing this way for long enough that it works for me. Am I any good at golf in real life? I mean, I'm pretty good. I mean, I played competitively in, like, high school, and I think I'm, you know, better than the average weekend golfer. Whew, okay, so I think we're at 10 under through this front nine here, which is a better pace than we've been on. I mean, eagles have been tough to come by in this league so far. And I mean, we'll have the overall lead. So once again, it wasn't an easy seed. We just had a nice start and then gave it back a little bit. I mean, obviously I could have made birdies on those two. Probably should have saved birdies. There's no reason to not be making the birdies, but it wasn't easy. And we had a couple bad bounces. So we'll put that front nine behind us, see if we can make a solid back nine. I'm just trying to beat minus 22. So if we can go minus 13 on this back nine, that typically has 3 straightforward-ish eagles if you get nice conditions. So we just need one more and then hopefully another. Here's a chance. We've got 11 miles an hour. I'll take the 7-iron. We'll hit it with, like, nearly full power, but not quite. We'll call it, like, that much. And we'll see if we can bounce that one up there nicely. Ooh, is that too much? Hang on. Just slightly too much. Okay. We'll end up towards the back of the green, but that was just a little overpowered. It's tough to tell when you have that maximum wind in the face. What's my lowest round on OG Wii Sports? I don't know. I don't have a Wii, and I haven't had one since I was a kid, so I couldn't tell you what my actual best round is. I'm hoping to get one soon, though. I think I should be getting one soon. We'll see. Can I join the league? It's all run through the Switch Sports community Discord, so I'd say... Oh, there's a nice shot from DeChambeau. Very nice. Nice eagle there. I was saying, it's all run through the Switch Sports Golf Discord, so I'd say if you're interested in this game, if you like this game, definitely join that. Like, I can't necessarily say that you can, like, join this next game, but if you join that, take a look around, see all the, you know, the leagues and the rules and stuff like that. Everyone is welcome to play in these. Okay, so DeChambeau will now tie me with a nice eagle there. That's a real tough one. Wind in the face, really, really tough pin on hole 10. That's a really tough pin to hole out on. DeChambeau makes it. I should do a video with no UI. Oh, like blind mode? That would be fun. I should. We'll have some stronger looking wind here on hole, 9 miles an hour on hole 11. Okay. We're really going to have to rely on 12, 14, and 18, those holes, which are the back 9 par 5s, being pretty straightforward. Otherwise, it may be tough to push towards a round that's going to count after those couple of pars on the front 9. Let's see. We'll have to do there. And then like there, maybe a slight amount extra. I think that looks pretty decent. We'll use the 5, a little bit of extra power on it, so just above 3 dots. We'll send this one up there. I think that's a good, safe shot. We'll see what kind of line it ends up on. It actually looks pretty good. If that takes a soft little bounce, oh, we'll make it. Hole in one through the 9-mile-an-hour winds. This has been such an up and down round. I have made some questionable shots and a couple of really good shots, so whew, there's one that I needed. Now we just need the par 5s to be pretty straightforward. 16 oftentimes is one that is an eagle chance. I'm hoping that that one's nice. And I mean, 13 is pretty doable. You can always make albatrosses too. That's an opportunity. A hole out on a par 5 would be nice. Is DeChambeau just misses it on the left side. So I'll take the flight lead back. The leaderboard of this match doesn't matter a ton though. DeChambeau's had a couple of good rounds, so he has to make some good scores. He's got a good, you know, best 3 so far. I'm trying to improve upon mine. But we'll take that. That's a nice ace. That'll push us to 13 under through 11. I'm hoping that we'll have 3 or 4 more good eagle chances on this back 9. Here's one of them right here. 12 is always an eagle chance. 12 is definitely the easiest hole in the game. Now, it depends on the wind that you get and the pin that you get for, like, albatross chances. And this is okay looking. 2 miles an hour. And that kind of nice little pin. Okay. We'll just hit a good first drive to the middle of that big fairway. How do you do that? What percentage of that is luck? What percentage is skill? I knew the power that I needed for the most part, and it's just a matter of like barely adjusting it for the headwind aspect of that. I kind of knew about like per wind level how much I needed to adjust it, and then it was just a guess on the very small parts of it from there. So I kind of had a good idea of what to do, but it wasn't like exact. But it ends up as a good result, and we'll take it. Where do we have to aim this one? We have to take the spoon and hit it with, like, that much power. But now the decision is this good aim? I think this is decent. It feels like maybe slightly too much, though. We'll cut it down just a touch. Maybe to, like, there. Yeah, about there. Oops. That's not what we want to do. About there should be decent. We'll hit it with like that much power. Let's see. Okay. I think that's going to take a good looking bounce. Hang on. Move to the right just a touch. Oh, it's just slightly over adjusted.
Nice approach.
Or under adjusted, I should say. The wind was pushing that way. So just a near miss for the albatross, but that's a tap-in eagle. Like I said, hole 12 is always a very good eagle chance. We'll just miss the albatross.
Great eagle.
Recently found Sensei and saw you in some of his vids. You two are great players. Thank you. Sensei is a fantastic player as well. I think he's actually, you know, as I was logging on here, he's also, like, he also does all this stuff in this Discord server that I was talking about. I think he was gearing up some rounds for a new video, so hopefully he'll have that out soon. Hopefully he's playing well. I had signed up for this Pro League time at the time that he hopped on to play in the Ranked League. Okay, so that'll push me to 15 under through 12. Not a fantastic pace, and definitely should have been better with the start that we had. But it's okay. We can hopefully improve upon one of our scores if we can get one more extra eagle. It's been a while since I've seen someone spell my name the same way. What's up, Aiden with an A? Alright, here is one of our last hole-out chances. That's not a par 5 here. That's oftentimes nice on this. Ooh, okay. Hole 13. Let's take the 5-iron, aim it to, I think there. I think that's good. We'll hit it with just a little bit over 3 dots of power. Oh, that's overpowered, but that should be okay. Hit the flag. Oh, it hits the pin. That's a little unfortunate. Fortunately, though, this is... Oh, it's a little bit of a slopey part of the green. Just very slightly slopey. Do I want to chip this? I think I might. Oh, that was so close to being real, real good. Just a little overpowered. Hopefully we can just hit this up there with, like, that much power. Oh, that's too much. Oh, you're kidding. I got too much on it, and now I make a par on 13. Oh, man, what a tough round. I mean, it's been real, real good at times. And then I slightly overpower that one and just smack the pin. And miss the chip. That was not a very difficult chip. I just overpowered it. I got a little scared I would leave it short like I do sometimes, and I have now made a par on 2 miles an hour hole 13. That's not what you want to be doing. Oh, man. I'm sorry, CB. My team captain is live reacting in the other... or in a chat here. How has this round gone the way it has? Oh, it could have been so good. It could have been so good, and now it's just like, you know, okay. What are we going to have here on 14? I mean, there's still a chance. Oh, it's just, it could have been so much better than it actually is. Alright. Always refocus on the next shot. That's how you have to play this game. We'll refocus here, do the best we can with the final 5 holes that we have to try to score. We'll put that nicely through the tree gap. That'll be perfect. And now, I mean, we have a chance for the albatross. You can always make up shots. We can always still push this round to the 23 that we need. Let's see. Gotta aim this, I think, like a touch left. Is that? No, that's not right. Okay, gotta aim it to like there. The wind's gonna push this a touch to the right. We'll take the 5. We'll spin it back.
Nice shot.
That's a good looking shot. That should just clip some... Oh, that just kicks to the right. My bounces... If that hits the fringe, I think that might be a make. My bounce was just past the fringe. It kicks to the right off the green. I have been inches from a real, real nice round. Oh, it's literally come down to... like missing the target by a foot on 6, which causes that to not spin back and end up 30 feet by. Just clipping the rock. Now, hole 8 was maybe not my best play. You know, I could have gone for the 5-iron, made it safer, but I just clipped the rock and go in the water. And then hole 13, you know, slightly overpower, smack the pin on the fly. And then here, I think I had the line for the albatross, and I missed my target by like maybe a foot. And it bounces the wrong way. So this has been, you know, an okay round, but it's been inches and feet from being, you know, perfect. Ugh. Okay, 17 under through 14. We're on pace for a 22. If we can get a nice, you know... If holes 15 through 18 go the way that they typically do, we're just going to end up tying the other 2 rounds that we've had. We'll see if we can break out from that, though. What situation do we have here? Okay, 22 mile an hour tailwind. This has been such a weird round. Like, it hasn't been easy, but it's been situations that I kind of like. Like, I kind of like this one. I did go in the water and then hole out for the par. That's what I did on hole 8. So I basically went in the water and then essentially made a hole-in-one after that. Okay, let's aim this just a touch out to the... left. The kick goes to the right a little bit, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll hit it with like 3.5 dots of power. Oops, pump faked it.
Nice shot.
I think that's a good looking shot. That should take a big bounce and glide. Oh, it just misses. Okay. Just a near miss. Not the easiest one. We'll have to tap in a birdie, as is usually the case for me on hole 15. It's one of the holes that I have a real tough time making shots on. But now we'll have 16. We'll see what kind of condition we get. Hole 16 has yet to be nice in this Pro League, in any of my rounds. Out of the 4 rounds, I don't think I've been able to have any sort of chance at an eagle. So we'll see if we can get a nice one, if we can take that shortcut with some nice wind. I'll try to make that hole 18 albatross, so you never know. You know, oftentimes you get some, like, kind of free situations where you get, like, no wind and, you know, a nice pin and you can line it up. It's pretty rare, though. Never seems to happen on these weekend tournaments, but, you know, it's the same exact game mode that we always play. You can always see something like that. We'll see if we end up getting it. Is Wii Golf ever going to get new courses on the Switch? I don't think so. I highly doubt it. Okay, we've got 18 under through 15. In a weird way. In a very, very weird way. Oh, we got some nice wind. Look at that. That's exactly what you want to see. It looks like it's not super strong. It looks kind of just moderate. Oh, it's 24, actually. That's still okay. I've got a good tee position. We'll aim this to, like, there. And I'll take a good amount off of it with this driver. It's like 3.8 should be the right power here.
Nice shot.
And that should be a good-looking shot. That should hopefully... Oh, it's not going to sneak under. That's going to hit the tree. Maybe it'll launch, though. Oh, it doesn't. It just bounces. We still have a good-looking chip at it, though. This has been probably... I mean, it's still not easy, but it's been probably the best look at eagle that we've had on 16 yet in this season. Let's just hit it up there with that dot of power. Let it roll. Right about there should be pretty good. Let's see. Can we steal an eagle? That looks good. We'll make it. All right. That's what you want. Okay. CB's saying I can get on the green. I tried. I actually just overpowered it slightly, even though I took a little bit of power off of it. It's tough, though, because you don't want to leave that one short or too low in the trees, so... Hitting that tree is the safe miss. Sometimes it even launches onto the green from there. But I mean, an eagle's an eagle. That's probably the best I could do. Ooh, DeChambeau will make a nice one as well. So we'll get that much, much needed eagle. It still wasn't easy. I had to deal with some 24 mile an hour diagonal wind, but it ends up falling, and that's a big one. All right. So we'll now be at 20 under through 16. If we can sneak away with a birdie on 17, that's a huge, huge, huge if. What kind of wind are we going to see? Not the nicest looking. That's kind of launch wind. 20 miles an hour, yeah. Ugh, okay. Let's try it, though. Let's just try our best. It's going to be a full driver up there. I think that's what it has to be. I actually don't know for sure, though. If we take anything off, we are pretty much guaranteeing a launch, and probably a launch right off the back of the green. I think we'll just have to hit this full. And just accept the bigger bounce that we're going to get. Yeah, that's going to take a nice, big bounce and roll down. Oh, and almost make it. Okay. That's about the best you can do on hole 17. So we've left ourselves with a great, great look at this birdie. Just have to aim it out a touch left. We'll sink the birdie. That one's a huge one. Now if we can get a nice hole 18 condition, we'll end up in a great spot to improve by one stroke. Probably should have been like a 3-stroke improvement. This could have been the makes of like a 25 or 26 under par round. But if we can make the eagle on 18, we'll push to 23, and that'll be an improvement on my 2 minus 22s that I have as my best 3 rounds so far. Is this version of Wii Sports better than the original and the Resorts one? I think so. It's much more precise, and therefore I think it's better for like competition and stuff like that. And you can score a lot better. It's like the same game, but it's, you know, the motion controls are just a lot better. Ooh, is this headwind or tailwind? It makes a huge difference here. It's headwind. Oh, but it's not too bad. It's actually the headwind where I don't think we can make it to that left island. It's, at least from my tee position, somebody went for it. and they'll make it. They may have clipped the rock, though, so I'm going to go for the safe play. The pin's in the back of the green anyway, so I'm going to go for the safe play and put this out to the right fairway. And that should end up just in a nice spot to probably hit a fullish driver, or maybe a full spoon. We'll have to see exactly where we end up. My PB through 9, I think, is like... Actually, I don't even know. Ooh, do we want to hit the full driver here or take just a touch off of it? It's real tough to tell. Let's see. We'll aim it to, like, there. We'll call it there for the aim. It's going to move a little to the right, though, so we'll maybe do a little bit more. Now, do I hit the full driver? And if that launches, I'm going to end up in trouble. Let's actually do not the spoon, but just a little less than full on the driver. Let's see. And hopefully that bounces up there as opposed to launching. That should take a big bounce. Now take a bounce instead of a lot. Okay, that's not perfect, actually. It hits the upslope, which is maybe what I needed to make it stop. I don't know with this one, actually. We'll have a tougher little eagle putt. This is for the minus 23 to improve on my score. If I miss this, this round is kind of all for naught. Let's see if we can pull this off. Make this eagle through this real tough... I mean, it was not easy. It was going to be real tough to put that close to the pin with the condition that we saw. I mean, you know, Jay is right next to me, and now he has a pretty straightforward putt. I just ended up on this little side slope. So we'll send it up there. That looks... Oh! Oh, it didn't look great, but it moves to the right at the end. I kind of knew that. It was about as close to the margin of error as you can get and still have it fall. And I end up getting it. We'll make the 23. That'll improve my score. Oh man, that was a tough putt. But we sink it. Cheek clencher right there, says Aiden. Yes, absolutely. Alright, so we'll make the 23. And I'll get the screenshot of that. So we can send that to the results. We'll move on to this, like, closest to pin. I think we'll just hit it for fun, because we tied with the Shambo, so this isn't, like, to decide anything. We're just going to hit this for fun. CB says, oh, never mind, we're just canceling, going back. Sometimes we just hit the closest to pin for fun. But I can actually now update my score here. So my second best round is now at 23, which pushes my overall score to 69. And, oh, what did I do? Okay, that's going to be at 256 now. So now if I jump back to our overall screen, we're one shot better. So my second over, so if you see my score row, my second, or I guess I should say third. So my overall score is the first one to the right, and then I have my best 3 rounds to the right of that. So I'm at 24, 23, 22. So that 23 that I just made will improve upon one of my scores. Could have been better, should have been better. Actually, probably should have been like a 26. Because I don't like making pars. I can usually escape without making pars like 60% of the time, maybe a little more than that. So more than half the time I'm trying to escape with, you know, I mean, hole 17 sometimes is a par, so I shouldn't say 60% of the time. But other than like hole 17,
Here we go.
or like a real tough, I don't even know what else, like hole 8. Hole 8 wasn't even that tough. It was just a tougher pin and I didn't play it right. So we'll see if we can improve upon that. We had a nice seed there for the most part. There were a couple that were tough. We had a couple tough breaks. But we have a whole new 18 here. This is a brand new round. We'll see if we can pull off a nice score. This is the second to last week, and we're in the final push after this to try to make, you know, the best scores that we can. This is a big round. Let's see if we can pull off a good one. Okay, we got 2 miles an hour.
Nice.
And a front pin. And the 2 miles an hour is straight ahead. So this is a nice little chance here. It looks like Cress has actually joined. Cress is playing around with us here. So we have a slightly different group this time around. Let's see. This one's going to move a little to the right. You know, it doesn't typically take the bounce to the right that it does off that short fairway when you're dealing with just a little bit of wind. So we'll hit this with like 3 dots of power right about there. And hopefully that's a decent looking shot. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna... I aimed it to the right just a touch and I did not need to. It didn't even kick right. It bounced pretty straight. But it's just slightly off. I mean, this green moves a little to the left. I just hit it slightly too hard. And it ends up not moving left in time. What am I using to play? I'm using motion control Joy-Con. There's a make from DeChambeau and a make from Nicky Bobby. Nice eagles for them to start this round. That was a pretty doable one. You know, 2 miles an hour front pin. That's one that I'd like to make. We see 2 people clutch it so far. A couple birdies. I mean, it's not the easiest eagle. Would have been nice if it was 0 win. That's a almost guaranteed eagle unless you end up with a weird T-spot. We've got Logan as the last person with a chance here to try to make this eagle on the first. Let's see, Logan's shot looks like it's going to end up a touch short. It gets a boost from the fringe, and it was on a decent line, but just a little bit short. When I golf, I swing TF out of my arm. Oh, like in this game or in real golf? In this game, I've been able to hone it back and not hurt myself. Okay, 2 eagles on the first. Nice ones to Nicky Bobby and to DeChambeau. We'll move on to the second here. Long round. It's an 18-hole round. Oh, on the switch. I have a friend who swings like full body across, but it works. Like, it's a game where you swing your swing. Kind of like in real golf. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, now we have a fun-looking hole too. 4 mile an hour winds. Pushing almost straight ahead. I think we can use the spoon and a pretty similar shot to last time, just a slightly different adjustment. Let's see. Oh, that's overpowered. We'll see if that gets lucky. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, it takes a weird kick when you overpower it. Oh, just another near miss. That usually bounces straight if you don't hit it with the bottom of that. You know, with tailwind, a little bit of tailwind, you need to be slightly below the bottom of that second dot. I end up going slightly into the second dot, which is, I mean, not a bad miss, but it's not going to be a make when you don't land it in the perfect spot. Will we see anybody land it in the perfect spot? This is not the easiest one. It wasn't the case in the first round either, but I managed to make that one. DeChambeau had a good start to this round with an eagle, and he will roll it up there and make it. So DeChambeau will make 2 in a row to start this second 18. Nice shot to DeChambeau. Great pace for him. Hopefully for his sake, he can hold it together a little better than I could when I had that type of pace in the first game. Let's see if we see any more aces here. It looks like it's just Logan hitting again, so Logan will roll it down there. Just a touch short. Not the easiest one there, like I said, but not too bad of a birdie. Finney. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have made the hole-in-one for you, Finney. My apologies. Hello, Meow, as well. Good to see you. So DeChambeau, 4 under through 2. I'll just make 2 birdies. We'll be at 2 under, along with everybody else except Nicky Bobby, who made that nice eagle on the first. What's up, Reese? Let's move on to this hole 3. This looks like... Is it nice wind? Hang on. What kind of... Oh, it's in the face. Oh, 9 miles. It looked like it was tailwind at first, but now it's tough wind. Okay.
Nice shot.
Hole 3, oftentimes an eagle chance, but not always. I don't know if this one's going to be the one. Manifesting a minus 17 for Jay. Well, he got a minus 23 in the first game. I'm hoping he does better than that. Let's see. This is actually not too bad of a pin, especially if you end up a little further away, like we will here.
Nice shot.
We can play it a little more aggressively than I typically would. Let's see. Oh, minus 29 you meant. Okay. Love your live streams. Thank you, Dynamite Style. Appreciate that. Oh, we end up with a perfect little line here. 9 mile. Okay, it's 9 miles an hour. Wind right in the face. You know, this is actually going to zip back a little bit harder because we're hitting it more than 2 dots of power. So let's be careful with this. We'll still hit it to about there. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. However, instead of hitting it with like pin high power, we'll put it slightly past the pin and hopefully roll it back that way. Oh, Jay made it. Wow, what a shot from Jay DeChambeau. 3 in a row for him. Let's see if I can match that. That looks pretty good. I'll roll it back and just miss it. Oh, I've had so many close calls in this game. Hasn't been my week. You know, I had that same pace that Jay is on in the first game, and then gave it away on a couple of tougher holes. I'll just miss all 3 to start. Just missed on the first. I mean, it wasn't the result wasn't a just miss on the second, but I think I had the line if I didn't get the power slightly over what it needed to be. The third one lands on the left side, rolls back, and just misses on the right side. But I mean, you know, you've got to put every hole behind you, try to make the next shot. I'm playing against my own score here. That's all I need to worry about, is to maybe try to beat that minus 23. Or minus 24. I still have a 22 on the scorecard, actually, so if I could make another one, it would be a nice 2-stroke profit for the lead if I could even make a 23. So DeChambeau will be at 6 under through 3 and take a 3-shot lead for the second game of the flight. Or I should say 2-shot lead. A 3-shot lead over me. 2 shots over Nicky Bobby. Let's see what we're dealing with for hole 4 here. Front pin, front right pin. Some stronger looking wind in the face. 11 miles an hour, not too bad. Let's see, we'll aim this to there, I think. I think that's decent. We'll hit it with like 3.5-ish dots of power to send it by and hopefully roll it back on the correct side.
Nice shot.
That should be a decent looking shot. That's going to take a nice looking landing, actually. Oh, that looks perfect. If that zips back, moves to the right, we'll make it for the hole-in-one. You just got to try to make every single shot. You know, I didn't go my way in the first 3, but you can always make the next one. We'll make hole 4. That one feels pretty good to see fall. We'll move ahead of birdie golf pace here, which you always want to try to do on the front 9 if you're trying to make good scores or try to beat, you know, some good scores that you've already put up. So we'll be at 5 under through 4. DeChambeau might make it. Hang on. Oh, just nearly missed on the left side. That could have been 8 under through 4 for DeChambeau. That would have been nuts. We'll see a couple of little glidey, like stop spin shots. One for Nicky Bobby, ended up there nicely. Okay, so we'll see. Looks like birdie's mostly all around. Dadzilla's going to be tapping in for a par. But that nice ace will give me a much needed stroke in the early part of this front 9. So I'll be at 5 under now with Nicky Bobby. DeChambeau with a birdie will be at 7 under. So pretty similar to how this game started, or how the last game started, except DeChambeau and I have kind of swapped. Just got my first hole-in-one in real life a week ago. I've never hit one. That is very cool. Congratulations. Looks like we have almost an identical looking hole 5 here. Except it's 22 miles an hour. Same wind direction, tougher wind speed.
Nice.
We'll make sure we put that safely left of that big tree and, you know, avoid all of the trouble with the other trees. That should hopefully clip the fairway. It will, so that'll take a nice bounce. And I mean, it's not going to be the most efficient shot, much like in the first game, but you don't want to be anywhere near the trees and have that sort of trouble if you don't have to risk that. With this wind direction, you know, hitting it out to there is fine. We'll have hopefully a decent look at trying to roll this up there. It's not going to be an easy eagle. It's not going to be the most makeable eagle, but we can give it a chance. I'm starting to believe Beef when he says hole 5 isn't that great. I mean, it's okay. If you get nice wind, we haven't here, but if you get nice wind, it can be pretty fun. Let's aim our shot to there. We'll hit it with like pin high power or so. We'll try to roll it up there. That looks, ooh, quite good. Oh, it just takes a big bounce and ends up blowing a little too far to the left.
Nice approach.
I thought if that landed and, you know, took like a lower bounce and then had more time to roll up, if that like clipped the fringe or something instead of the green, it could have been a decent line. Just moves a little too far left. You see tougher wind on hole 5, and it's a tougher eagle. You know, hole 5 is oftentimes one that you want to try to make an eagle on, but sometimes you just don't see the wind condition to make it happen. Looks like we'll see a bunch of close approaches, but birdies all around. It is. My teammate here, I shouldn't just say it is out of nowhere. This is the weekend tournament, the weekend shotgun tournament. My teammate, Terrence Noble, is here. We've put up one score better than my others. I got a 23 in the first game. However, it probably should have been like a 26. I made 3 pars, put 1 shot in the water, smacked the pin on the fly once, just had a couple of tough breaks. Oh man, speaking of tough breaks, that's the little micro putt in this game. That is no fun. We had a good first game overall. I mean, score-wise, it was good. You can always do better, though. We're not going to think about that. We're on to the second game. I'm playing decently. Jay's playing real well. DeChambeau at -8 through 5. And we'll move on to hole 6, which hurt me in the first game. We'll have no wind this time around, though. Oh, but it's that front pin. Anything but the front pin with no wind. Come on. You're kidding. I can never catch a break on hole 6 in this mode. Oh, man. Why the front pin? There are 6 others. Are there 6? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there are 5 others. But there's so many other pins that we could see. Why do we have to see this one right now? Ugh. Okay.
Nice shot.
You know, it's no wind. This should be okay. It's going to take a big kick to the right. Roll down to the rough. Oh, it's in the fairway. Okay. Now, we're not going to have the ideal angle here. But we can aim this just like a touch to the left. Like about there. Maybe slightly more to be safe. Not exactly sure, but I think that's okay. We can take the 7, hit it with like that much power. This is probably not going to be a make, and I'm not really expecting it to be a make, but I'm just hoping to end up in a decent looking spot, safe of the tree and on the green. It's not the best angle to approach this from. That should be safe of the tree. Should take a big bounce and another couple big bounces. Okay, we'll be on the green. That's totally fine. We can tap it down there. That's exactly what I wanted. Just a makeable putt on hole 6. Not guaranteed with this front pin ever, even with 0 wind. I can't believe that got counted as fairway either. If that was rough, it would have been fine because I was hitting it less than 3 dots anyway. And you know, last time I tried to go for the backspin play, it was the pin that was slightly further behind this one, and I clipped the front slope and lost all the spin on that. Oh, did DeChambeau just make that? I think so. Very nice chip to DeChambeau from that front fringe to save that birdie. Fantastic. Ads is saying, hey, got 0 wind, be happy. I mean, you know, if you're going to have the front pin, it better give you a 0 wind. It's just mean otherwise. We'll take a 0 wind. Can't complain about 0 wind. We'll be at 7 under through 6, chasing DeChambeau here. DeChambeau, I believe, is on Sensei's team for this league, so those of you who know Sensei and don't necessarily want to root for me for some reason and want to root for Sensei's team, DeChambeau's your guy right now. Okay, we got a good look here at hole 7, unlike last time. I'll just hit a nice little shot up to there. Even if we end up rolling out to the rough, which I don't think we should, it'll be fine. Because the aim here is to hit this through that tree gap with the spoon. And I think we've set that up nicely. So we can just roll this one up there. It should kick a touch to the right off the green. So we'll aim it to like there. Club up. We'll hit it with like that much power downwind. Let's see. I think that should give it a decent look. Hopefully it's not too much power. It actually looks pretty good. Hang on. That looks pretty good. Oh, it'll lip out. Okay. Real close call there. We'll end up tapping in for another birdie. So the stretch of 7, or I don't want to say the numbers, but 6 and 7 were a lot nicer in this seed than last time. Ooh, there's a nice chip from, was that Nicky Bobby? I think it was. Very nice. I believe that was for the birdie save. DeChambeau, it looks like just missed the eagle. That was a doable one, but it wasn't super easy. My Joy-Cons are unreliable, so now I play vicariously through Aiden. Oh, wow. You know, I'm still playing with my original Joy-Cons. They've yet to let me down. I think I treat them pretty well. But do they? I mean, I imagine at some point it'll start to fade. You know, you get like stick drift or something like that. Hasn't happened yet, and I'm dreading the day when it does. I didn't say the numbers back to back or in the, you know, the 2-digit fashion. 60, that number. So you can't say anything about it. Just another birdie will push me to 8 under through 7. DeChambeau will be at 10 under. A nice start to DeChambeau. I said that a couple times, but 10 under through 7 on this front 9 is pretty fantastic. So he had those first 3 holes that I had the first time around, but he managed to not make the par on 6. What do we have here? 2 miles an hour. Tougher little pin, maybe, on 8. It's kind of fine, though. Kind of doable. Let's just aim this to, like, there, I think. We'll take the 3-iron with some spin right about to there. Oh, that's way too... No, 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 no. That might be in the water. Oh, man. The overpowers on my backspin are not it. That's not what you want to do. Huh. That's twice now I've done that. Oh, man. Way too much power on that one. And I mean, even if you miss this chip, it's not a guaranteed putt from there. This is a tough angle. Okay. Where can I put this where it's, like, safe? I just don't quite know. Oh, man, I can't believe I did that. Let's see. Oh, get in. Whew. That's 2 hole 8s now in these 18s that I have made a baffling first shot and then hold out the one that I needed to. All right. Yeah, not in the water that time. That's good. Almost. I mean, you know, that when you overpower a shot past like where your backspin power was, you end up with, you know, a pretty random amount of power. That could have been a lot worse. It ended up being okay. It's as if I put it on the lip of the cup and then tapped it in. It's the same thing on the scorecard, so we'll put that behind us. We'll just count that as a birdie. You and Roman... Is it Rohan is you? The owner of the Switch Sports Discord, I think? Are your favorite players? Well, thank you. All right. We're on a decent pace again. Same pace as the first game, really. Not a nice hole 9. I think we've also yet to see a nice hole 9. You just don't get tailwind in this Pro League on hole 9, ever, it seems. It's fine, though. I mean, that's a fine pin. I want to see tailwind one of these times. This is now, I think, our 6th game, and we've yet to see the wind be in the right direction. Not as tough of a pin as last time. A little more makeable, even with... I guess with this wind direction, it kind of becomes crosswind, though, by the time you get down there, so it's still not, like, easy. Let's just hit a good little hook shot under that tree. Roll it down as far as we can. It didn't roll super far. Okay, we'll have a little further on this third shot, but that's expected. Best chipper in the world. I don't know if I have that title. I make some here and there, though. But thank you. Where do we want to aim this? Let's see. We'll call it, like, there. I think that's okay. We'll hit it with, like, what is that, 2 and a little over half dots of power on this 3-iron with some spin. Let's try that. I think that's a good looking shot. Move to the left just a touch more. Oh, it kind of is, just not quite enough. It'll zip back, and that'll be a great leave. Just a little bit too far to the right to make that a make. Oh, are we lagging a bit? Oh, no. We're an hour in. This happened before. Oh, now it seems to be back. I don't know what's going on. My frame rate is dropping. I can see it dropping. Why is that the case? Okay, now it's back up a little bit. I don't have much else going on my computer. Ooh, there's a nice chip from Nicky Bobby. Very nice. Another chip-in save for Nicky Bobby. The 3-iron is so nice. I love the 3-iron in this situation on hole 9. There's a nice spoon shot from Dadzilla, who was in the rough there. Why is my stream quality so bad? I have good internet. I can see it go down to, it's at 351 kilobytes per second. That is so bad, and for no reason. My computer usage is nothing. Why is this going on? Nobody else is here using the internet. I have literally nothing else on my computer running. Why is my bitrate so poor? How do you count to 10 again? I forgot. Oh no, Ashton, I will not be doing that. Alright, hopefully the stream doesn't go away on me. Hopefully we can maintain enough internet power to keep this looking okay. Is that the real CBTV? It is. He's my team captain in this league. Ooh, okay, this one's an interesting looking one. 9 miles an hour. So we'll want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think I can still use the 9-iron with like almost full power. Try to bounce this one up there.
Nice shot.
That should be... Geez. Oh, it clips the fringe. Oh, an inch on the fringe, and that... if that hit the green, that was the line. Oh, that was perfect. Just on the fringe by a... I don't even know how much. It looked like it bounced like right on the edge. That needed to have another pixel of power. I've had so many of those today. They just don't want to do the right thing. Just barely. DeChambeau, though... Oh, man, DeChambeau just missed it as well. How many days is Christmas in? Actually, don't... What day is it? Oh, it's the 7th. That's in 18 days. That's not those special numbers. I'm gonna have to figure out... I hope that the stream is okay, but I can see the number just like going back and forth between almost 0 and like still not good. Like, I should be able to be putting out a better stream than this with the internet that I have. We'll see though. Okay, we got hole 11, 6 mile an hour winds, tougher little pin. What do we want to do here? Let's use the 5. And we'll hit it with like... Let's see. About that adjustment. So we need to hit the 5 iron with like maybe that much power or slightly less, like right about there. Let's try it.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking shot. Oh, it's going to fly too far. Okay. That'll zip back. Not far enough though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, another one. Another one. Another one that just doesn't want to fall. Okay.
Nice birdie.
Just another birdie. Let's see if we... That's a good-looking shot from Nicky Bobby. If that sneaks around the pin, it will. It'll roll back, and it's going to just... Oh, this pin is evil. This pin is so hard to make that hole-in-one on. That's not going to bode well for our chances of trying to make another 23, I think. Really need to make 10 or 11 if you're going to have a chance. We're only going to be at 12 through 11. DeChambeau's got a good round going, 14 through 11. You know, a lot of these haven't been the easiest. The only, like, real nice wind condition that we saw was on hole 8. Other than, like, the first couple of holes. Like, hole 8 had 2 miles an hour, but it had that evil pin. So it kind of made up for that. Oh, and now we have this... I don't think I've ever made this albatross before, this pin. This pin is evil to me. You have to hit a real precise... I mean, I'm going to try it. One of these days I'm going to make it. Hasn't happened yet. But you have to hit like a real precise 3 iron. Bounce it up and directly over the pin, and then roll it back. Okay. I think we just have to aim right at this one, right? Unless it's like a touch left. But I don't think it is. Where are we aimed? I think we're aimed a touch left, if anything. I don't think that should move it outside the cup, if I manage to get it right. Let's try it.
Nice shot.
Alright, the shot's on its way. That's going to be too far. It's going to sneak around the pin. That's not going to be a make. That's going to zip back and miss. So it's an eagle. I mean, this is a pretty good eagle hole. As I said in the first 18, this is probably the most straightforward eagle in any situation in this game. So we'll tap that up there. Full 3 iron, soft spin. I can never get soft spin, especially with a full. I'm going to hit it like half power. I only ever go for... Oh, wait, that might be a... This pin, man. It's so hard to make this one. DeChambeau's shot looked perfect, and it just rolls back to the right. Do you think I'm going to be a top player if you keep playing? I mean, if you keep playing, that's the only way to find out. Whew, okay. Never nice to not make a 0-win shot or not really come close to it either. But that's how it goes. Tougher pin here. One of these days, the conditions are going to come together and we'll see nice wins along with nice pins and some makeable shots. Is it going to be this season? We only have 1 week left. I mean, we still got, how many holes left? 13 through 18, that's 6 holes left. We're going to be at 14 through 12. Not a great pace to try to beat my scores, but you never know. Okay. What are we going to be dealing with on hole 13? Looks like we'll have some moderate wind. Yeah, not the nicest looking wind. 20 miles an hour. Not too bad of a pin, though. Let's see, what is this? Level 9 wind? So we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish squares over, maybe slightly less. Is that good? I don't exactly know. It's going to bounce a little to the right, too. I have to consider that. So perhaps we'll aim it to, like, there. Club up to the spoon. Hit it with, like, that much power. Let's see. Is that too much power? Oh, it looks like it may be. We'll see, though. Hang on. Oh, it's going to kick too far to the right. A little too much power. Could have moved back to the left a little more if that was shorter, but... Oh, man. Okay. Tougher condition there. Not the easiest make, and you kind of have to have makes at this point to try to push to the score I'm trying to get to. We can tap this one up there. Make the birdie, move on to 14, hopefully get a nice wind condition there. S2 for a half year of playing, is that good? I'd say so for sure. I think that's about where I was for a long time. By the way, I'm 12. Well, then you've had a long time to continue improving at this game. We'll see Dadzilla tap in the par there. And I think that'll put me at 15 under through 13. So once again, just a moderate, decent pace. I haven't played poorly in any of these rounds. I've put together some good scores, some solid, like, low 20s scores. Just haven't been able to break through that. You never know. We have 5 holes left to play. We can always string together a couple. We'll have some nicer wind here on 14 to at least hopefully secure the eagle, and we'll see if we can do any better than that. Let's aim it out amongst those trees.
Nice shot.
Just hit a good shot out there. That should push left a touch. Oh, don't be right in the middle of the trunk. Oh, you're kidding. That's going to be right... You are joking right now. What is my luck in these 2 games? Now I gotta go like 5 iron, 3 iron, I don't even know. There's like the tiniest little trunk out there of all time, and I managed to smack it. Okay. Ugh. Now we're gonna have... I mean, it's still not too bad, but not the greatest look here. That should make it over. Okay. Ooh, kicks left. That one's a little unpredictable. I feel like that kicks either way, depending on where exactly you hit. Ooh, there was a real close call. Was that a chip up or an approach shot? Wow. Alright, I mean... There's another real close call. Nobody seems to be able to hold out the shots. The cups just don't want to let the balls go in them in this game. Other than DeChambeau on the first 3 holes. Once I beat an infinite rank person, everybody else by like over 10 points. Got like half a rank. I mean, if you beat an infinite rank player at S2, that's how you do it. And they're not untouchable. So if you keep playing, you know, you get the conditions down kind of per hole. That's the way you want to do it, because there's no, like, you know, I guess, catch-all strategy to this game. It's just a matter of, you know, getting to know each hole and the conditions that come with them, and what you have to do for all of them. Okay, so despite clipping the tree, we'll escape with an eagle there. We'll be at 17 under through 14. We're going to have to make 2 more eagles to push towards another 23. We've got 15, 16, 17, and 18. I mean, 16, if we get another nice wind condition, is always a chance. 18 hopefully is. Ooh, we get a nice looking one here on 15. 4 miles an hour.
Nice shot.
A nicer pin. Let's see if we can do something about this one. At least put it close. I've been liking the roll-up strategy here more so than the spin-back strategy. Spin just doesn't seem to catch on this hole. So we'll aim this one to there. I'll take the 9. We'll give it about that much power. Maybe slightly more. Let's try to bounce this one up there. I think that's a good looking shot. Let's see where it... Oh, it's going to miss right. Oh, just barely right. I guess not barely. I mean, that missed like a good 3 feet right, but it was the right idea. Yeah, see, that exact shot right there, like, that's a standard backspin shot on hole 15. It's so strange. Like, it just doesn't want to behave correctly. The backspin shots just glide up there kind of unpredictably. So that's why I'm going for the rollout there more consistently now. Backspin, I mean, works, and it puts you close. But I'd like to try to figure out the hole-outs like DeChambeau has right there. DeChambeau will make another one. And that'll push him to... Is that... So I was at, what was that, 17? So he's at 19, now 20 maybe? So, and then 21, yeah. So DeChambeau at 21 under par through 15 is having a fantastic round. I'll be at 18 through 15. So I'm 3 better than birdie golf. We've got maybe 2 more chances at eagles. This is... Well, this is sometimes one of them. Not here. Is this maximum? 33 in the face. What a mean, mean game. This hole in this game is just evil sometimes. Why is this the case? Why are we dealing with this right now? It's like a 1 in 16 chance of this type of wind speed. You have a 1 in 3 chance of, like, red wind. And then you have to have it in the wrong direction, too. And there's, like, a, you know, half chance of that. Just not great chances of you seeing terrible, terrible conditions here. And that seems like what we're dealing with almost every time. Not much you can do about it, though. We'll just try to make a birdie. Move on. Probably not get our score that we need. Hole 16. Strikes again. Just put that on the green somewhere. Ooh, that really bites hard. Okay, that'll be a fine putt, though.
Nice.
Hole 16. We'll aim it just a touch left, just to be safe. It's not going to move right at all, so ends up just falling inside the left side, but it falls. It's a birdie. And now we'll have 17 and 18 to try to get 4 under par, which is real hard to do. Is the Switch 2 worth it over the Switch 1? I don't know. I get a lot of questions about, like, the different, like... I guess, why am I blanking on the word? It's consoles. The different consoles, like the Wii and the Switches. I'm not much of, like, I don't really play games other than, like, this on this exact thing. All I have is the Switch 1. So this is just what I have. I don't have any comparisons to other things, but I'm hoping to get some others soon, though, so hopefully I'll have a better answer for you. Sensei says that me and Tom are his rivals. What did I do to Sensei? That's cool, though. We play each other a decent amount. I guess we're rivals. Okay, so just a birdie. We'll push that to 19 under par. We've got 17 to play, which is, I mean... half the time a good birdie chance, half the time tougher. We'll see what we get here. Hole 16 was not nice. Hole 17 is going to be... Is that a front pin? I think it is. Oh, that's not very nice. Okay, yeah. Wind in the face, though, a little bit, so that's actually a little okay. We'll hit a very similar shot to last time. We'll aim it to, like, there-ish. And I mean, you'd never know. Maybe we can put this one close. Or maybe we can launch it over the back. It goes either way on hole 17. Hopefully that takes a big bounce. It will. Okay, that'll take a nice bounce. Cress's avatar kind of blocked where my second bounce hit, but it takes a nice second bounce and we'll end up on the green. We'll have to albatross 18 and make this putt to improve upon the scores, but, you know, I've given myself a chance. There we go. We'll make it on 17.
Nice birdie.
I think we've got all birdies in this game, if I recall correctly. So eagles were not as abundant in this second 18, but pars were also much less abundant in this second 18. So I've managed to play a much more, I don't know, or I guess a much less up and down game, more so just an in-the-middle game. It's the largest donation I've ever received. I think when I first joined here, Sensei sent like a $20 chat. So shout out to Sensei. If there is a rivalry, it's not a heated rivalry, at least on my end. And seemingly not on his end either, just for funsies. All right, what do we have on hole 18? Headwind again? No, tailwind this time. Okay, 9-mile-an-hour tailwind, front pin. Albatross chance? Maybe? We'll see. I mean, it's at least a good look at the eagle, which is more than you can ask for half the time. I once played an online match and someone got a hole-in-one and sadly lost in the semifinals. I feel like people will sometimes hit the shot of their lives and then immediately give it right back in those global games. That's how those seem to go. Okay, I think we can go 5-iron here. With like that much power? Maybe slightly less? Where are we aimed? I think we're aimed correctly. 5-iron's gonna... actually, we need to aim a little bit more with the 5. We'll call it about there. Club down. Hit it with like that much power. And let's see where that ends up. That's gonna be too far left. Take a big bounce. Oh, and end up rolling up and over a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. It won't go too far up that slope. We'll just have to adjust this. Barely left. 12 and 18 are your favorites because they're easier. They're nice eagle opportunities. 14 can be trickier. I mean, 18, if you get some bad wind, can be pretty bad, but for the most part, they are nice. We'll make the eagle, but unfortunately, that's just a minus 22. So that's not going to help our score at all. We needed to make one more shot. We had a bunch of real close calls. As is typically the case, I feel like in this game, if you're not making good scores, it's because you had a bunch of real close calls. So when that happens, that's often why. That's usually like a top 5-ish score. I don't think it will be this week, though. I think we saw some good scores this week. We saw some real nice, like, 25s and 26s, maybe. Maybe even better from some people. I actually don't quite know. But DeChambeau will have one of those 25s. So a great round to DeChambeau with that 25 under par. I'll have just a 22. So if we go back to my leaderboard here, I had a 22 as my third best score. So another 22 does not improve upon that, which is a little bit unfortunate. We just played that round just for, you know, a tie. But CBTV had a nice improvement on his score, so I'll now just be one shot behind my captain, who had a good week this week. Emmanuel improved upon some of his scores as well. A personal best 22 for Emmanuel. Boogeyman finally got rid of that minus 14 that he was looking to do, so now he's at 19, 18, 17 for a solid minus 54. We're in good shape. We're at minus 256, which is a kind of a nice round number. I like that. That's a divisible by 2. Is that 2 to the... I don't even know what. I'm not going to do that mental math here. But nice games, everybody. Good games to... Who was playing there? DeChambeau with a nice 25. Nicky Bobby with a bunch of nice chips. Cress with a good round. And Dadzilla for joining as well. Good games to everybody who was involved in that Pro League week. I hope you've enjoyed watching. We'll catch you next week where our breakers... Hang on. Are looking to try to push towards that podium. We're currently at 3 as of last week. We may have dropped back a little bit with a couple of good rounds from the other players, but this is where it currently stands after week 2. Week 3 is now complete. We'll see you in week 4.